Now let us try to develop a price filter using jQueryUI's slider widget. If you use e-commerce sites for online purchase, you might have seen price filters. That is, you will be able to select the price range based on your budget and it will display the items in that particular price range. So we are going to do a simple price range filter using jQueryUI's slider. So this is how our slider will look like. It will have some default values. So now it is showing products within the range $15 to $25. So I have selected some computer products here, and suppose I change the values by moving the slider. Now the value is 15 and 33, and now one more product is being shown, that is memory card with price 29. These prices are not actual. I have just added some details for this project's purpose. So let me move this slider towards the left hand side. Now it is showing 5 products, that is within the range $7 and $33. So it is 10, 14, 19, 24 and 29. Suppose again I move this to this side, it is 41. So the security key is having $40. So it is being shown, and if I move it again, the range is now selected as 3 and 41. So all the products within that range is being displayed. So we are going to develop a price range filter, something we usually see in e-commerce sites during online purchase using jQueryUI. So we are not going to make it too much fancy. We will be implementing the basic functionality of a price range filter. So to illustrate this, I have already created a web page and named it as pricefilter.html. I have changed the title price filter and also added reference to the latest jQuery and jQueryUI files online. Next, we need to have the elements we want. So first let me add B, that is I want to display the title in bold. So it is price range, and after this I want to add a span element with ID range, because this is a space where we will show the currently selected price range. So price range and another span element which we will update dynamically. Next we need to have another div element for the actual slider, right? So let me just specify the ID as slider. We will make this a jQueryUI slider, and after this I also want to have a div element with ID result or output, where we will display the table with the product name and price. So this is the div element to display the output. So these are the 3 elements I want to have on my web page. Next, let us write our code, that is a jQuery code to implement our price range filter. So within the head, let me add the script section, and I want to have the $document.ready event. So $document.ready, and within this I need to add the function open and close parenthesis, open and close curly braces, and within this we need to write our code. So usually in an e-commerce site, where will the details of the products be stored? It will be of course stored in a database, right? The details like name of the product, price, or the category to which it belongs, all these details will be stored in a database. So when we do a real price filter, what we need to do, we actually need to fetch the details from the database and then get it here. But I don't want to make it complex, because our purpose is to learn how to use jQueryUI here. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to create a JavaScript object to store the details of some products. So let me have a variable with details. Okay. Hope you already know what a JavaScript object. A JavaScript object stores details as key value pairs. So it is an object. So we need to put the values in curly braces, and here let me enter some values as I want. You can add products you like. I am adding some computer accessories here. So let me first add a printer cable. here we will be saving the details in key value format, that is key colon then the value. So the key can be specified within double quotes or without double quotes, but when you have a space in your product name, you have to specify the value within double quotes. So here I am specifying printer cable, and let me specify the value as 4. Then let me specify next one as stylus pen. Like this you can have as many values as you want. Here I am specifying $10 for this. Like this, please add some product names and then corresponding values. Here I plan to have the slider with minimum 0 and maximum 50. So I'm going to add values within that range. Okay. So I have already added details of 10 products like printer cable, stylus pen, computer speaker, microphone, headset, memory card, USB hub, security key, printer and webcam. And I have just made the values within the range 0 to 50. Okay. Now we are going to display these details instead of fetching the details from a real database. Okay. Next, what we need to do, we need to make this div element actually a slider. So how we can do that? We need to access the element. So let me access it using its ID. The ID is slider, and we can use the method slider, right? And within this we can actually specify minimum and maximum values. So we need to set the values within curly braces. The minimum value is 0 by default, so I don't want to set anything for that. For the maximum, I am setting the value as 50. So I think the default value is 100. I'm not sure. Still, I want to make it 50. So I am setting the value of max to be 50. Then I want this slider to be a range slider. That is, as we have already seen, we will be able to select a range value. So I am setting the value range to be true. Okay. Then I want to set the default values. So I can specify values, and within square brackets I need to specify the minimum and maximum value which will be displayed when we open the page. So I'm going to specify it as 15, say 30. So these values you can make it as you want. As we have 1, 2, 3 values within the range 15 and 30, I have specified 1530. You can even specify 1520 or 1525 as you like. Here I have specified it as values 15, 30. Now let us see how this page now looks like. This is the web page. Let me refresh. See, this is the price range title we have added. Then we are seeing a slider with default values 15 and 25. Sorry, 15 and 30. So next what we need to do, when we move the handle of the slider, the products within that price range should be displayed here. And also when the page is loaded, that is when we refresh, the default value is 15 and 30. So here it should be displayed, that is 15, then a space or a hyphen and then 30. And also the products within that range, that is 15 and 30, should be displayed when the page is loaded. So we need to write the code accordingly, and we will do it in the next lecture.